Gus told me, as long as I drove wooden stakes into the ground every day, he would pay me $10 for each one. I did not take it seriously at all. I just wanted to go through the motions, so I slept on the grass all day. But Gus did not seem to care. He still woke me up at 5 every morning. Looking at the long rows of fence posts in front of me, I suddenly realized this was the test my grandfather had left for me. Only by passing it could I inherit his $1 million fortune. From that day on, I woke up early every morning to eat breakfast and treated every single stake seriously. When Gus came back to the farm again, hundreds of fence posts stood neatly in rows. Gus smiled and said I had passed the test. He drove me to the airport. Before leaving,
The gift. I came here to pick up a gift, remember?
Gus just shook his head and said nothing. I felt like I had been played, so I angrily went to the lawyer to demand an explanation, but he calmly told me my grandfather's first gift had already been given to me. It was the meaning of work. When I returned home, what I saw left me completely stunned. Everything was gone. I immediately sensed something was wrong and rushed to the underground garage, only to find my car had been towed away. In the video, my grandfather told me, only by experiencing having nothing could I learn how to truly live. Next came the test of friendship. Within 1 month, I had to bring a true friend here. At dinner, I discovered my bank card had been frozen. When my girlfriend learned I had no money, she broke up with me without hesitation. My friend stopped answering my calls. With nowhere else to go, I turned to my mother, but to my shock, she would not even let me inside. That night, I had no choice but to sleep in the park. A homeless man walked over and told me to leave his spot. To be fair, he suggested deciding it with a coin toss, but I did not even have a coin. Just then, a little girl appeared. She said I could use hers, but the moment I tossed the coin, the homeless man grabbed it and ran away. I smiled helplessly. As the little girl was about to leave, I stopped her and proposed a deal. If she was willing to be my friend and go with me to see the lawyer, I would take her to Disneyland. She agreed without hesitation. I brought her to the lawyer, faced with all kinds of tricky questions. Her answers stayed flawless.
He hasn't promised you any compensation for this friendship?
Look at him. Does he look like he has anything to offer?
So, you expect this friendship to continue?
I plan on knowing Jason for the rest of my life.
In the end, I received a check for $1,500. That was the first money I had ever earned with my own hands, from driving stakes into the ground on the farm